This photo shows the roof this barn kit came with. It portrays a shingle roof, more like something you might see in New England. So I changed it to a corrugated iron or steel roof to make it fit into my 1950s Western theme a bit better. By the 1870s, iron roof panels were used with a tin coating to delay rust. By the 1900s, they were using steel coated with a tin and lead mixture, followed by galvanizing with zinc for delaying rust. I bought a pack of Northeastern roofing material. It's heavy aluminum foil material with a corrugated surface. It can be made to resemble steel or iron just by the right paint choices. First, we need the basics. I painted the surface with Tamiya Fine Primer followed by a coat of Tamiya Neutral Gray. After 30 minutes of air drying, the 4 pieces were baked in an oven for an hour at 125 degrees Fahrenheit. The 1.5 inch height will need to be cut down to 1.25 inch for the 2 overlapping layers, and the top layer needs to be only 1 inch height to make all 3 layers look even. I used 1/2 inch for the panel width. That's the width of this machinist scale, by the way. I tried a tube of goop bought at a do-it-yourself store to glue the panels to the roof surface. I applied it with an old brush with bristles so stiff that it acted more like a small spatula. After testing with 3 panels, I turned the camera back on to record the glue application. At first I was gluing only 1 panel at a time. Later, with improved confidence in the glue, I did up to 3 panels at a time. The panels are applied with a bit of side-to-side overlap. It worked out to need 9 panels to fill the roof's width of 3.9 inches. Some of the panels were a little longer than others, but that will not show with the overlapping method used. If a little glue winds up on the valley of the corrugation, the overlapping will hide this too and make a stronger bond. The glue sets up slow enough so any that winds up on the visible surface can be wiped away with cotton applicators. I experimented with adding some darker patches to age the panels with a dark gray applied with a cotton swab. The panels needed some variation in color to make them seem more like aged iron. I also added some streaks of daylight orange, some old Floquil paint that I still had, to imitate some rust I noticed in old barn roofing panel images online. Notice the upper left side, the small random darker red spots. These were made with Tamiya spray can paint called Dark Red to simulate older spots of rust. I used a bit of boxcar red paint on a cotton swab to dry brush some darker reddish brown on the shiny cut edges of all the bottom panels, and also this was applied over spots of prior daylight orange streaks. So here's the result after fussing over panels until they looked right. I like the new look and the colors blend in with all the colors of everything else in this scene. So for now I consider this cattle loading scene to be complete, but a model railroad is supposed to never really be finished. Revisions bring new enthusiasm. The first train to see this new roof is a SP train with a 260 Mogul from Sunset Models. Be sure to like and subscribe and drop into our website.